Sup nerds! Helldivers 2 is a game I have been meaning to make a video on for quite some time now, but with a lot of different nerfing, buffing, rebalancing that have been happening along the way, I have recorded, deleted, re-recorded, and then given up on several different video ideas. Not to mention, whenever I do get match made with someone that is not from Brazil, I do get disconnected after around 20 minutes of gameplay, so I never actually get to finish the missions, so that has been quite annoying and affecting the amount of time and how often I play this game. That said, I do like this game quite a bit, so I figured we could make a video without looking at any of the stats and performance of the weapons and stuff, which only left me with one option really. Let's start looking at Helldiver fashion. For democracy. Starting with this video, we'll look at every armor, helmet, and cape that we can get in each Warbond, looking specifically at the aesthetic side of things. So of course let's start with the base game Warbond that we all start out with. Of course this one has the most pages, so this video will be slightly longer than future Helldiver video. So yeah, let's go. Let's take a look at the Helldivers Mobilize Warbond. From the very first page, you can get the SC-34 Infiltrator armor and helmet, along with the Independence Bringer cape. This armor looks quite standard but lighter and more mobile than the standard armor, which makes sense for an Infiltrator I guess. The helmet however is slightly bulkier than the standard helmet, and in my opinion it does look slightly more like a pilot helmet of sorts, but still pretty cool. The cape is on the shorter side of things, but I guess to infiltrate it is better to have a shorter cape or none at all really. But the look does match the armor quite well. From the second page we can get the FS-05 Marksman armor and helmet, and of course the Liberty's Herald cape. Now, the armor and helmet looks great as a first heavy armor that is available to us. I do love that the visor is much narrower and even have this protection thing above, really selling the heavy armored look. That said, the name is Marksman, and Marksman and heavy are two concepts that I don't really connect together. For me, Marksmen are often more on the lighter side of things while shooting from afar, whereas heavy are much more on the front line of things, but you know, it is what it is. This cape is much longer, but it is also flashier with a much bigger yellow symbol. Page 3 is where things get slightly more interesting to me personally. We do get the CE-35 Trench Engineer armor and helmet, along with a cape called Ty Turner. And right off the bat, the orange on this thing is striking. It will definitely make you stand out in the battlefield for sure, but I do like that the look feels more robotic, like a techie engineer that likes to look good. The cape matches that not only in colors, but also in vibes, for sort of having that wing cut at the bottom, which is definitely more attention grabbing than the other normal capes. Page 4, we get the CM09 Bonesnapper armor and helmet, along with the cape of stars and suffrage. And this is a medic armor, and the look is interesting to say the very least. I do like the white plating on it, and I guess the rubbery grain suit underneath, sort of reminiscent of surgical getup, although surgical getups are not really rubbery, but also of like a hazmat suit kinda. So I'm not too sure that I think of medic when I see this, but it is beefy, and it has a bunch of pouches on the front, making it seem like you do carry more stims with you, like the passive says so definitely role playable with this on. The cape also is one of the longer standard cut ones and has the same color scheme of the armor, but nothing that really indicates that you are a medic. These patterns and symbols kinda seem random to me. Now page 5 has the real cool DP-40 Hero of the Federation armor and helmet, along with the unblemished the Legion's cape. And this sort of looks like the last evolution of the standard armor. The armor definitely does look that of a more decorated hero, with the gold trims and the classier looking shirt and pauldrons. Helmet too has gold details on it, seeming more for show than combat. The cape however has no gold trims, which is a little disappointing. It is on the shorter side of things, but it does have a pointed middle, and it does have the Helldiver symbol in white in the back. To be honest, I don't really think it matches the rest of the outfit. They definitely should have added some gold trims on there, because the bottom part here just has that standard yellow detail on there, even though the trim on the shirt is golden and there's no yellow on the armor nor helmet. My guess is that this cape was not originally meant for this outfit, but it is what it is. Now, page 6 we get another heavy, the FS-23 Battlemaster armor and helmet, along with the cape Judgment Day. Fantastic name for the cape, by the way. This armor looks way beefier than the other heavy armor and looks more robotic as well, like some sort of mech if you will. The helmet also matches this, looking bulkier than any of the previous helmets. Do like the yellow details on both of these. And the cape has an interesting cut at the bottom, but also the way the yellow swirl leans to the left matches very well with the yellow left arm on the armor. Page 7 we get the SC-30 Trailblazer Scout Armor and Helmet, along with the Cresting Honor cape. And I think this is one of the better thematic ones. The armor aesthetic is amazing. Dark green and black definitely yells Scout. It has a few light plate in beige, which I don't think helps with the camo very well, but it does give the outfit an accent that make it look more interesting. The several black pouches with the black belt with the Helldiver skull buckle on it is a very cool detail as well. The helmet matches the vibe quite a bit with the cowl and the protective overhead visor for the scout to shield his head from rain and his eyes from light respectively. The mechanical goggles does also look like it can zoom in and out for better scouting. Of course, none of those effects are in game, but the look is very cool. The face mask does look much lighter and slimmer than any of the other helmets, showing that this helmet is not meant for battle, but rather concealment. The cape is one of those longer ones, but it is a simple dark gray to dark green gradient. No symbols, no patterns, and I think this matches the rest of the outfit quite well, and I do like it. Page 8, we get the SA-04 Combat Technician Armor and Helmet, along with the Mantle of True Citizenship cape. Now, if there's one outfit that I think looks quite mismatched, it is this one. The armor in itself does look pretty good. It looks like there's an engineered jumpsuit underneath in black and yellow, but with a heavy dark blue and dark gray chest piece and pauldron. The leg armors and the vambraces don't look like they're from the same set of the heavy chest and pauldrons, as they look much lighter and quite different. It is in no way bad looking, but it just feels a bit incomplete. Like, why is the upper body so heavily armored, but almost nothing below? The helmet in the back does have the same dark blue color, but honestly, that seems like the only thing that matches with the armor. The helmet kinda looks like something from Star Wars, but the rest of the armor does have a lot of round aspect to it. The aesthetic seems to be very roundish, whereas the helmet has a lot of edges. So it kinda looks like the person using it just got a random helmet that he could find and painted it to make it match his armor. Not only so, but the cape, it is very short and none of the colors match the armor color. He has green on it, which neither the armor nor the helmet has. It also has white and yellow, but the yellow is a lot lighter than the yellow from the jumpsuit under the armor. Like, this is 100% not the cape meant for this outfit. Now on to page 9, we do go back to being slightly more aesthetically cohesive with the CM14 Physician armor and helmet, along with the Blazing Samaritan cape. Of course, this is also a medic armor, and the colors match that of the other medic armor. This one too has a lot of pouches, and the rubbery outfit underneath is very similar here too. So I guess medics in Super Earth just wore rubber suits. You know, for democracy. Democracy! The helmet doesn't have any green or white on it, but the dark gray and red on it does match the armor plate parts of the armor. In my opinion, this is one of the better looking armors, maybe because the helmet vaguely reminds me of Mandalorian helmets. But the cape is one of the longer ones too, and it does have white and red colors on it of the medic, but the green here is not the same green as the one in the armor. And again, they do have some weird patterns here that seem fairly random and not indicative of anything particular. And finally, on page 10, we get the amazing looking DP-11 Champion of the People armor and helmet, along with the cape of Light of Eternal Liberty. Now, this armor and helmet definitely feels worthy of being in the last page of this first Warbond. Not only are the colors very unique compared to the rest of the Warbond, but the symmetrical look of the armor along with the commendation on the chest plate, the big utility belt with the bronze accented Helldivers logo buckle on it, it all seems super fantastic, like it was meant for a very great general, or maybe even from a royal family, even though this is democracy. The red details also make this outfit just pop out more, and this helmet, color scheme wise, it's on point with the armor, but the look of it kinda reminds me of the Helljumper's helmet in Halo. I mean, I guess Helldivers are basically ODST, but still, always cool to see stuff like this. The cape, however, like the previous 2 pages as well, don't really seem to match the rest of the outfit. It's white instead of beige, and there's gold accent on it instead of red or bronze. But it is definitely a cool looking cape nonetheless. But that's it, nerds, every armor, helmet, and cape that we can get from the Helldivers Mobilize Warbond. Of course, you can mix and match any armor pieces to your heart's content, but this is how these were presented to us. Do you still use any of these? Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. We will be checking out the other Warbonds in the future videos, but of course, those will be much shorter. Anyway, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, consider helping out the channel by clicking on the join down below to become a member, subscribe to see more collection videos like this, and of course, always nerd on.